Good evening, folks. This is Joe Dedman, VP of Agronomy for Monty's Plant Food Company. I wanted to share today about some products that many of you may not be aware of that Monty's has now developed and implementing over the last couple of years. For many of you watching this, you probably did not know that we have introduced quite a few new products. So I am going to go through a PowerPoint here and show you what we have now currently in our ability to furnish you products that provide solutions. So just introducing you to Monty's core activated humic products. We have our foundational product, which is Monty's liquid carbon. It's an activated humic technology, and I'll share a little bit more about activation here in a moment. We have a product that is Surge XD, which is a combination of the activated humic along with some fulvic products. It's great for in-furrow or foliar application as well. We have a dry carbon product, which is a highly soluble humic, which has begun to pick up quite a bit of speed over the last couple of years that farmers are putting that on, especially in the fall, helping in many cases strip till to then come back in the spring and plant over top of that. And it's helping to provide release of nutrients and sequestration of high magnesiums and salts and things like that. And then we have a product called Humihance, which is a humic-based fertilizer coating, as in dry fertilizer coating. It can be done in a fertilizer plant or in your own situation where it is placed in a blender and then it's mixed with all the fertilizers that are in there, coating them, helping them to buffer the salt that is in fertilizer today. So let's take a look right quick at the Monty's liquid carbon. It is a 2% humic acid with a 5-to-1 humic to fulvic ratio inside of that product. That is our foundational product that has worked very well over the 20 years that I have been with Monty's, and it helps with mixing with any products out there, making them to perform better because of the activated humic technology. It will help with compaction issues, soil conditioning, and other applications that it can be applied in. Here are some of the mechanisms of that liquid carbon. It can help decrease soil compaction. It can actually help increase CEC in the soil, helping to hold more nutrients, helping to hold more moisture, water for a longer period of time. And then we have the ability to buffer soil pH. It will bring low soil pH up, and it will help bring high pH down, which does increase nutrient availability, as you know, when you've seen a pH scale. And then fourth is creates an environment to increase the biological activity in and around where it is applied. The best application, of course, is in furrow. We have a foundational program that involves the activated carbon, humic product, and sugar, 55% sugar agri-sweet, as a foundational product in furrow, helping to release nutrients as well as feeding microbial activity. I want to show you this demonstration when I'm talking about activated humic technology. These are 3 leading humics in the marketplace, which is actually ground up brown coal. That's where everything starts when we're talking humic. Even the Humic DG is a really, really small pill, but it's still a brown coal product. We have mined the same brown coal out of the same mines, but we have a patented process that allows us to make humics now soluble as well as very active. allowing them to go to work immediately when you have placed them in the soil. So the surge product is, as I said, is partly fulvic acid, 0.45%, and then 1% humic acid. Those two combined together gives great advantage in mixing with micronutrients or any other thing like that. And you're getting both fulvic and humic activity when you add it to those products. Midnight, many of you might not have heard of, but we have had this out now for about 8 or 10 years. It provides not only sugars and humics such as surge to mix together to give you increased photosynthesis and provide more energy to the plant. It also is very effective when we're putting it on at flower stage or pod retention, increases beans per node, increases test weight and yield, especially in soybeans as well as in corn. You will apply it anywhere from 2 to 4 quarts per acre. Corn is put on at V4 to V6. Soybeans, especially at the R1, R2 growth stage. And as you can see to the right, the total active ingredients that are in it. It's a very, very successful product. We have used it not only on soybeans, green bean production, other specialty crop productions as well. Provides tremendous benefit in that category. AgroSweet, we have mentioned to you that we have a 55% sugar, and this is what it is. It is a clean sugar product containing 24% fructose, 31% glucose, which is very actively used by a plant to convert to sugars. It adds to their hormone production, many other things, providing energy to the plant. We have a second version of that AgroSweet, which contains nitrogen at 14%. And that is a very successful product as well. It's used at 1 to 2 gallons to the acre. We place it in furrow or foliar application as well. So here's a breakdown of some sugars that are in the marketplace today. Probably many of you use. I just wanted to show you the differences here of using a refined AgroSweet product that has the 2 sugars in it, equaling 55% versus a very popular one, a QLF Boost, which is only a 30% sugar content. Molasses, of course, many of you use. That is still only a 30 or 40% sugar content. And then where it all started many times is at using table sugar, which is a 99%, but it is terribly hard to keep in solution and settle out and make it dissolve correctly. So this is one of the advantages that we have with AgroSweet product. It's refined, it goes into plant well quickly, plant responds to it very quickly as well. Then we have some potash products. We have liquid potash in a K28 form. It's a potassium acetate plus a fulvic that is in it. That is a very nice product to use. It reduces a lot of the burn if you have burn, depending on what time of year you put it on, compared to the K29, which is straight potassium acetate. Many farmers use either one of these, but if you are foliar feeding, I would recommend the K28. So again, it's anywhere from 2 to 4 quarts. Foliar, many farmers will use these in a 2x2 application of several gallons to maintain their potash situation, their needs that are in the soil. A couple of products that you might not know about is sulfur 15. It is an 80015S plus fulvic acid. Again, we're adding in many humics or fulvics to help buffer any salt issue or any burn issue, applying it to the leaf surface. Another product that we have is sulfur LC. Now this has 4008 sulfur but it also has fulvic acid as well as the surge product mixed in with it, giving us an advantage of both humics and fulvics, buffering salts in the soil, buffering salts at application. And we've used that in many of the crops: corn, cotton, rice, soybeans, wheat. It is usually used at 1 to 2 quarts per acre or per application. Many times farmers will put on several applications of that. Micronutrients, which is one of our nutrient packages, very successful, has 5 nutrients in it. As you can see to the right, it's nitrogen, sulfur, boron, iron, manganese, and zinc. And it can be used in furrow as a starter. It can be added into twos. It can be added or sprayed on as a foliar. 1 to 2 quarts again is application rate. Nanoboost is probably one of our best kept secrets. It is a penetrant. It truly is nanotechnology. It binds with herbicides, anything it's added with. You could put it in with some kind of a fertility product as well as, but many times we've used it with herbicide as a herbicide booster. Really, it's a very small amount because of the nanotechnology. We use it anywhere from 3 to 5 ounces. Sometimes if you're going after really tough weeds, we may go up 4 to 6 ounces. So again, it can be also used as a water conditioner. It will not inhibit any kind of herbicide activity. It doesn't heat up the Bix. It doesn't do anything to it except bind with it and help carry it into the weed, for example, to help kill it quicker, faster. It doesn't. It's unlike AMS, and it is approved for use with dicamba. It will inhibit calcium, magnesium, iron precipitation with the orthophosphate fertilizer. So again, it's a big help. If you're running into tough weed issues to kill, this would be a product I would take a look at and experiment adding a little bit to your herbicides to see if it doesn't take down these hard to control weeds. Here's a picture of what it can do. As you notice on the right, these kind of weeds are way off label of any herbicide application. In this case, we added it to Roundup with, I'm thinking, around 5 ounces to the acre. And that took that down within 5 days, which is very remarkable. Again, this is nanotechnology we're using here. Another product that we have that's similar to that is Nauxin, similar to Micronutrients, I would say. This has 8 nutrients in it that you can see on the right. You still got nitrogen, soluble potash, sulfur, boron, iron, manganese, zinc, and it has a sugar base to it. That is what allowed it to be approved with use in use with dicamba. From these 3 companies below approved it because of that sugar base. If you use a urea base product, it inhibits the Ingenia or the Enlist or the XtendiMax in performing. So this is why they wanted a sugar-based product. Humitil is also one of our best products used in the fall to decompose residue, especially corn stalks, wheat stubble, any kind of a residue laying out on the soil. It helps to decompose that. As you can see, it's got 4 different micro packages in it for decomposition of the keratin and the heavy residue that's out there in those corn stalks. So that would be something you might want to take a look at. Many of our sod farmers are using Humitil to break up that thatch that builds up in the sod, and it decomposes that very quickly as well, giving them many times the ability to harvest their sod quicker and faster, even a regrowth faster. So that might be worth taking a look at. Here is a OMRI, an OMRI certified packet that we add to the liquid carbon, which is already OMRI. Then you add this packet as OMRI. This is just a total, I guess you'd call it, microbial package that makes the Humitel work. But this also allows, because it is OMRI, and you're adding it to an OMRI certified Humic, now you're available to put it on anything you need as far as organic labeling or OMRI certified. So again, that's another product to take a look at. We have several starters. One of our most popular ones is our 924-3 with iron, 0.1 iron. It is a 50-50 blend of ortho and poly. We also, many times, in this particular case, we have the addition of Humix in it, which makes it a little bit different. Usually applied at 2 to 3 gallons to the acre, all the way up to 5 to 6 gallons to the acre, if the farmer so wants to try that. Another starter we use quite a bit of is also 829-2. It is a starter. It does not have anything else added to it, but it can be mixed with nitrogen, as well as the 924-3. That is makes it a multiple use and a multiple application product when you can add nitrogen to it. So we find that a very successful product as well. Premium Blend is one of our premium starters. It is 100% orthophosphate, and it is not compatible with liquid nitrogen. It cannot be added to it. Again, we're using it at 2 to 3 gallons, all the way up possibly 5. But we've also used it as a foliar application at 2 to 4 gallons per acre over top of any crop because it is 100% orthophosphate. Now, let's move into something brand new. We have developed a new technology form from our activated humics. It is a bio-encapsulated technology breakthrough in a in-furrow starter, and we're calling it the ProtoColl system. So here's kind of the breakdown of it. This unique fertilizer system is designed to make your nutrient program more efficient. It stabilizes because it is bio-encapsulated. It's stabilizing it in the furrow where it's not allowing the products to leach or get away or wash away or anything like that. So it's because of that encapsulation, it keeps it in and near that seed zone to help feed that young plant further out in the season. This is some more of the benefits to that product because of this different humic technology. It forms a balanced micronutrient supply at planting. It reduces the amount of NPK inputs and applications throughout the season. It's slower, more controlled release of nutrients all season, less leaching and volatilization of nutrients. It helps to mitigate damaging salts. We know that salts is one of the big culprits now in us trying to get the higher yields because we have so much salt built up in the soil from use of dry fertilizers. And this is a liquid product that we use in furrow. It's a lower use rate, anywhere from 3 to 5 gallons per acre. We get increased water retention to help mitigate drought conditions. It's stabilized and maximized nutrients in the soil, more efficient nutrient uptake, and improved microbiome viability for sustained plant nutrition, healthier environment for the soil biology. And we know that that's exactly one of the big heavy topics in the news today is how are we incorporating extra outside soil microbiology to help us increase balance in the soil as well as nutrient uptake. This is part of the secret of the bio-encapsulation, where it uses these mica cells to encapsulate the starter analysis that we have, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But it's also has this humic fulvic acid chain that encapsulates these products, holding them together, stabilizing them in and around that root zone to give you maximum use of the product. Here we see ProtoColl on the left with the microcells that's encapsulated all around it. It binds to the soil colloids. Over on the right is usually our conventional system even in a liquid form that helps to not hold it as tight as this new ProtoColl product. So we're getting extra added benefits out of ProtoColl. Here is the analysis that we currently have. There is a 7-16-7. It is a 100% ortho starter, bio-encapsulated. It cannot be mixed with UAN. On the other hand, on the right is our 50-50 ortho poly blend, bio-encapsulated as well, but it can be mixed with UAN. Another product that some of you guys are using and even some co-ops are using is called Humihance. It is a humic-based dry fertilizer coating. As you can see on the picture on the right, where it is urea, and then it's been coated with the Humihance. And you see that little light brown color there. That's the difference. You've coated that urea now with a humic product that helps to reduce leaching. It helps to buffer any of the salts that are in there, lowering the entire ability of the urea by itself to burn a plant. Now you have it coated with a buffer that helps it to not burn that plant. We also sell and have available PhycoTerra products. There is a winter wheat PhycoTerra seed treatment. There is the PhycoTerra seed treatment by itself. There is a PhycoTerra that generally is being used in furrow at a quart to the acre. And then we have the PhycoTerra FX, which is a foliar application that helps with much stimulation in the plant, a food source that the plant can take in even by foliar and help provide beneficial benefits through the release of that through the root system underground, and that is used at around 8 ounces per acre. Just contact me for more information on that. We have now merged with PhycoTerra to bring the two products together of the liquid Humic along with the PhycoTerra product, and we have called it HumicPT, and that allows the growers to be able to put both in furrow at the same time, having the humics to help with release of nutrients, and the PhycoTerra is also a food source for the soil microbes to flourish, and therefore you get better nutrient uptake, more release from that activation of those microbes in that furrow. So again, wanted you to know that we do carry many other high quality micronutrients: boron 10%, zinc 9% EDTA, manganese 6% EDTA, copper 7.5% EDTA, and moly 10%. We also have a cobalt moly mixture already, and then we have a Como B, which is cobalt, moly, and boron together. And many of our farmers are also using a new product from Hello Nature called StemTide, which is peptides. That is the step above amino acids. Peptides are longer chains that helps with better absorption and more nutrient release to the plant. So that might be something you might want to take a look at as well. We also have partnered with Biotech Innovations. Al Toops is our main source, and he helps us online with farmers that will send in a bee crop test or a Haney test or a total soil digestion test. Helps unlock your soil's potential. And Al helps us to understand that and describe it to us. And then he has products that will help with the fungi and bacteria forming colonies, which many farmers are lacking in their soils from the high use of dry fertilizers. You have killed off much of the fungi that's in the soil, and we believe that that is a piece that is missing for you to get to those higher yield potential. And I wanted to show this to you right quick, just in case you're interested. For the last probably 4 years, we have been putting together premixes for farmers. So that saves them a lot of time and a lot of effort in what you want to blend, how you want to blend it. I'm just showing you an example here of a 2x2 mix, which you see at the bottom totals like 14 gallons in that 2x2 mix. Now you can still add your nitrogen component to that as well and put it all together once you receive this premix. But this has not only a starter, it has the Potash product 402012, which is a very low salt product. It has included our fulvic and humic Surge XD. It has zinc, manganese, our liquid carbon product, our sugar product, our boron, our iron, our moly, our copper. And in this particular case, the farmer added PhycoTerra at a quart and stem tide at 4 ounces. And you see stem tide at 4 ounces is only costing him $1.80. So that's very beneficial for no more than it's costing. That's one particular premix that we do. Here's another one for soybeans as a premix. Now this is represented in a tanker, like 4,200 gallon tanker. But the thing here is it's only being put on at 3.28 ounces, gallons per acre. And that mixture in that 4,200 gallon tanker covers 1,280 acres. Now we can do the very same thing, which I think I have here shortly. Yeah, here's one that we have blended in a tote. So the farmer wanted these products, Premium Blend, K28, Surge, XD, AgriSweet, Moly, and we didn't put any water, but we allowed for it, making a 275 gallon tote that he applies at 5.25 gallons per acre, which covers 52.38 acres. So again, these are just some of the things that we are now doing at the Monty's headquarters. Feel free to reach out to me or any of our Monty's reps, and I'll be glad to figure up any of a premix batch for you, price out any kind of program for you. We really like to take and build programs for farmers that meets their needs, helps with the things that they're encountering out in their soil so that we are helping them solve the problems and the issues. Our goal at Monty's is to provide solutions to fix the issues that you're dealing with in your soil to get you to a higher yield potential on your farm. So again, our products are about humics. We involve a lot of sugars. We do a lot of remediation with our active, highly active carbon product, Humic product. And that is what farmers are needing today to help with the high salt content that is out there in those soils, which has probably brought your production to a plateau that you cannot seem to get past a certain yield barrier. You've tried everything. You go back to the co-op says put on more NPK, and yet you do not respond to those yields. So we at Monty's has products that now remediates that, helps to reduce the salt levels, helps to release tied up nutrients. If you're dealing with high magnesium levels, that's holding your yields back. We have products that help to rebuffer that as well. So take a look at our products, go to our website, visit our products page that's in there and the many other technologies that we have on there that I didn't get over today, and appreciate you taking a look at it. And I thank you for your business. I look forward to dealing with you and helping you in any way, shape, or form that I can. And thank you once again, Joe Dedman, VP of Agronomy, Monty's Plant Food Company. Thank you.